Hello, it's Julianna Jay, the Soul Illuminator, and thank you for joining me here on numerologist.com. And today I want to discuss with you the ways that an Akashic Record reading can actually help you to move forward in your relationship. An Akashic Record reading is an incredibly powerful, moving experience. And at this time coming up to Christmas, where people worry about their relationships, whether they're actually going to survive this Christmas period, because at Christmas we just become a lot more heightened in our awareness. We spend more time with family, we spend more time with our loved ones, and if things are going well in your life, Christmas is the most beautiful time of the year. If you're struggling in your relationship, if you're struggling in relating to the person who is you're intended to be the vessel of love for you, it can be really a difficult time of the year where you can feel an immense amount of grief, immense amount of loss, because as you see happy couples all around you, it seems to play out in front of your face that is not the relationship, that's not the connection you have. And you can feel lost and sore and even frightened for your future. Sometimes at this time of year, crazy thoughts go through people's heads like, is this our last Christmas? I wonder, is this for us? What will become of us? Will I be able to last the week around Christmas without exploding in this person's company? If this is happening for you, I'm really sorry to hear that, because it is actually very, very difficult. It brings up massive feelings around guilt, around secrecy, holding all this in within yourself and not feeling that you can share it. And it can bring you to a real dark night of the soul where you feel inside that something majorly significant is going on and you really don't know what to do about it. And you feel that the next step is very scary if you've got to do that alone. So I'm here to talk about the Akashic Records because I have been reading the Akashic Records for years now. And I have dealt with people in their relationships, and I have found the Akashic Records to be immeasurable in helping people in their relationships and how they relate to themselves and understanding how they relate to other people. So I want to outline a few ways in which the Akashic Records can really help you. So what are the Akashic Records? Well, they are the records that are held in the Book of Life about the story of your life, the soul contract that you have. And it's a Sanskrit word, and that Sanskrit word of Akashic means ethers, so it's coming from on high. So it's information that's coming on high, from on high to you, to guard and guide you on the way. So when you look into the Akashic Records, it will have outlines of the people, the connections, the relations that are to come into your life. So it's like a blueprint. So no more than a blueprint that you'd actually build your house using. When you have access to that blueprint, you can really start to fill in, to build, to move your life forward and to create a better vision of what you want to be on this earth. So it's really valuable. So the type of information that you will start to understand in an Akashic is what's your true nature? How do you relate to love? Simple things like, how do you take in love? This is vitally important. I believe every child at school should know how they take in love, how they connect with people, because for some people it is the actions that somebody does for them. It is the tasks, it is being there to help them and support them and action them there when they are in moments of crisis or in moments of needing for support. For other people it's touch, and that hand around them, that hand held, that nurturing touch can help them to feel loved and supported. And for other people it is a question of what did you say? What did I hear you say? Did I hear you say, you love me? Did you say to me, you care? Did you say to me that you feel I'm very valuable in your life? So there's 3 types of ways that we take in love. The first one being the action. Okay, so action, what, you know, you went and did the shopping, you bought me that present, you when you said you'd be there, you were there. So that whole thing of actioning is very, very important. But for other people, that's not highly important. What is important is when the chips are down, that you know how to touch me. You know how to hold me, cuddle me, keep me feeling safe and supported. For other people, as I said, the whole thing is, I didn't hear you. You didn't say it clearly to me. How could I know you love me? I only hear the critical word. I don't hear the balance of that. So I can't know you love me. So the first thing the Akashic will help you with is, how do you take in love? And bringing that to the fore. Because I think once you understand your language of love and understand the language of love for your partner, or go home and discuss with your partner the language of love for him, for her, you really can start a great approach to communication. And it can be the missing link. And sometimes when we focus on that, we can create magic in our lives and we can really move things on. And this will help us how to show love, how to ask for love, and how to bring back that basic quality within our communication and our connection, so that we can really feel we have the best relationship on the road, a great relationship, a great way within us to show and to receive love. And after all, the soul has come down here to give and receive love in equal measures. It will help us to compromise. It will help us to honour differences, and it will help us to create harmony. So knowing that is vital, and sometimes we don't know that about ourselves, and it can be really, really important to find that out. The other thing that the Akashics have is our life's lessons. And some of these are about this lifetime, and some of them actually come in from a past life, because the Akashic Records hold our past, our present, and the future possibilities, the foreseen possibilities in the growth of us as human beings. So sometimes the challenges that actually come up in a relationship are based on past lives. And sometimes you'll hear people say that, gosh, there must be a past life involved in this. We are at loggerheads. We've never been like this. When I'm with her, I feel like there's something else playing out. I can't understand it. It's just weird. And I feel that it's coming from another timeline. This is someone who knows there's a past life involved, and they just have that knowing inside, that beautiful intuitive knowing. Or it may be that there's a sense of deja vu when you meet somebody, you play it out, and then you realise, wow, there's nothing really going on here. This was just a connection that felt instantaneous, but actually it's not sustainable. It's actually making me ill and sick. And sometimes it's that we need to re-meet that person in a different guise. Maybe you were male the last time, maybe you're female this time, vice versa. The past life has come up for healing. So when we actually can work out, was there a past life with this person? Is there something in the life lessons of both of us, in both this past life, in this lifetime and in the past lifetime, that is up for healing? This can really help to confirm your intuition. So it's wow. And it can also lift the veil of uncertainty about what's going on, so that you can find you and become clearer about what it is that you want this relationship to bring to you, and the reality of what's going on. It can, in that way, clear karma, because when you're in the ethers, when that information is coming down to somebody as an Akashic record reading, there's a potent source energy coming down with that. There's a healing source energy coming down with that. So it's like the energy behind the words actually can clear the denseness of how you're feeling. So regularly people will say to me, I feel so much lighter. I feel so much brighter. But the most important thing that they say to me is, I can now get a sense of what's going on. And now that I get it and I understand it, I can move on from that. And oh my God, I love giving that to somebody, because when somebody feels that and can feel that inner knowing that I am not going mad, that there is an issue here, that there is a way or there is not a way, that kind of comfort is a relief, and it's brilliant. And there's never anything scary in an Akashic record. They're just records that have come up for emotional release. And they're also the most beautiful blueprint of the love affairs that are destined for you. So maybe the love affair that you're in at the moment has gone its own way, and it's overstayed its time. And maybe there is another beautiful relationship around the corner, and armed with that, you can actually really make your decision about whether you stay or whether you go. What's happening here? The other one it does is it clears blocks and restrictions within us. So sometimes we are operating a pattern of behaviour that actually is making life very difficult for us. And when we lift that pattern of behaviour and we see clearly how to shift it, it's like a soul shift happens. And we can see with 2020 vision. And this is the year, it's 2020. We need to be going in here with no baggage, with blocks and restrictions removed from our etheric fields, so that we can bloom and grow and blossom. Because I think at a soul level, we are, as conscious souls, just ready to contribute, ready to shine, ready to leave a legacy, ready to bloom and grow. And I think when people come away from Akashic Records readings, they have a self-belief, they have a confidence in their intuition, and they can see where they can change, where they can amend, or where they don't need to amend, because this needs conscious uncoupling at this stage. So I'm delighted to say, from doing Akashic Record readings for a long time, more relationships that people felt had no future have been saved than the other way around, which is really nice. But I think it's important going into this holiday season that we have clarity, and that we are not carrying guilt in, and we're not scared in our own homes, but that we take time in meditation to reflect and to see, is this good for my soul? Does this really feed my soul? Is this helping me? And if you feel like you need to reach out to an Akashic Record reader who can access that beautiful aspect of you and bring forth that clear understanding and knowledge, then do. Lift the veil. Be present. Be clear, so that you can feel healthy, wealthy, and real as you relate to those you love this Christmas. It's been an honour and a privilege to speak to you today. And if any of these things resonated with you, feel free to leave your comment below. I love to hear from you. And thank you, numerologist.com, for allowing me to share the magic and the mastery that is contained in your sacred Akashic record. It's Namaste from Julianna Jay, the Soul Illuminator.